Our journey continues. So the next stop here is at the booth of the NORD China Power Transmission Co. Limited. I'm very happy to stand here with Stefan Block. He is the sales manager and he will give us a bit idea what his company is doing in China, why they are successful and what kind of products they are selling. Stefan, nice to meet you here. Maybe first you give us a little bit idea about your company, also in Germany, where you come from and what you do here, or what is your vision here in China?
Sure. So yeah, the pleasure is all mine. We're happy to be here, happy to do this interview. NORD is a family-owned company, has been family-owned since the foundation in 1965, in the third generation now actually.
Okay.
And we are a manufacturer of drive systems, which includes geared motors, as you can see here, but it also includes frequency inverters. So pretty much anything that moves but vehicles need these kind of gearboxes. There may be conveyor belts, cranes, pumps,
Okay.
the luggage belt in the airport when you claim your luggage. That's all driven by geared motors.
Okay.
And we are a very international company. We have about 4,200 people now globally. And we are in 36 countries with our own subsidiaries,
Right.
one of them being China. And China, since 2 years ago,
All right.
has been now our biggest market worldwide. We've been here from 2001. We started in Beijing with a small rented facility and opened our own plant in Suzhou in 2005.
Okay.
And have now 3 plants in total and more than 800 people. And we have been participating very well, I would say, in the growth of China over that time period.
So this year you celebrate your 20th anniversary in China.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very nice, very nice. How's the market developing? I understand that the range of your customers must be huge. Are you targeting more like the domestic companies, or are you more like focusing on foreign invested companies as your customers?
Yeah, we deliver to more than 100 industries, and we have more than 3,000 customers just in China alone. So not one single customer makes up more than maybe 3% of our revenue. So it's quite diversified. The biggest business is material handling, intralogistics. That's why we're here at the CeMAT this year. That's about 30+% of our revenue.
Okay.
And most of the business is with local manufacturers. When we started, it was mainly international companies who had a footprint here, and we kind of went with them to China. But since then, we've been shifting more and more to local companies. And I would say now our 75% maybe of our business is with local Chinese companies, and 25% with international companies, maybe German companies who have a manufacturing facility here as well.
I believe dealing with 3,000 customers must be a real challenge for the sales organization. How do you handle that? Will the customer more like come to you, or will you find them?
We do have quite a large sales organization, so we have more than 100 people outside in 25 offices. So basically all the big cities, we have our own people. And in the beginning, it's been us searching.
Right.
But now we are one of only very few choices that you can go to, and it has turned a little bit into more customers coming to us because they know, okay, if I want an alternative option, NORD is the one company to go to.
Your products are mainly standard products, or you also do like tailor-made solutions for the customers?
They are all standard products, but you have a variety of options. So the shaft might be a different size, different diameter. You might have a brake, might have different voltage. So the customization is quite plentiful, but the products itself are catalog products. We do some minor customizations, but generally they are customized products. However, they're all made to order, so we don't put them on shelf because the output speed someone might need is different, the power is different, the size is different, the torque is different. So it's really made to order, but 95% it's a catalog product.
I understood before that you, with your development of new products, you also focus a little bit on energy saving. And we were just talking about this nice piece. Maybe you can give us some details, how much energy you can save, how this affects your customers.
Yeah, sure. So energy saving in general has been, it's a global topic, and it's been so far mainly driven by governments that started to increase the efficiency requirements to the electrical motors, which is that small part back here. And currently the international, I don't want to say international standard because every country still has their own specific requirements, but generally IE3 is the standard that we're following now. So an international standard, and China has their own version of it, but it's kind of the same efficiency class. But more and more customers also here in China are concerned about the energy consumption they have. And we're here now in the logistics part of the business, and these big parcel distribution centers may use 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 pieces. And if you can save just a little bit of energy, that results in massive energy savings. So customers are very interested in what's called I4 and now I5, so higher efficient products. But that does not, from our point of view at least, not only include the motors themselves, but also the gearboxes and, even more important, the control system. Because a lot of these units are operated in partial load conditions. So you design the gear motor maybe for 100% load. That's a conveyor in the airport, let's say 50 kilo of luggage per 1 meter of belt. But that happens only in maybe 20% of the time, maybe less. So 80% of the time the unit is operating at partial load or maybe no load, just running idle. And that's where you can really save a lot of energy by increasing the efficiency and also going to a different control system. And we have done some energy studies with customers in the logistics business, but also food and beverage, these big bottling lines, beer breweries maybe, where customers can save 40 to 50% energy compared to the traditional selection, which for them really results in a return on investment of maybe 3 months. And then from after 3 months, you're just basically saving, which is a huge impact, but very end user driven.
Let's talk about the most important topic to everyone. Somehow, till the end of 2019, we used to live in a total different world until we have been disrupted in the beginning of 2020. How much your company has been affected by the Corona situation? Did your business continue run well in 2020? And how do you see the future development, how you adjust to it?
Yeah, we've been fortunate in a way that Corona has accelerated a push towards digitalization, I would say. And a lot of e-commerce is booming because nobody went out, everybody is ordering in, more so than before even. And I think China is ahead of other countries in this regard already, but Corona, I think, accelerated it. And so for us last year, when all this started in February, we went into lockdown, if I remember correctly.
3rd of February was the first Corona day.
It seems like a lifetime ago. But yeah, so all this started and we went into lockdown. I think our factory closed for about a month. And the first half year was really not a good half year. But then since June, July, orders started to explode really. A lot of pent-up demand, and because we benefit from this e-commerce boom, we had a lot of orders, and actually our business last year grew by more than 20%. So we were quite fortunate, I think. We were one of the beneficiaries. And this year, based on last year's strong growth, we are, it looks that way at least, increasing another 30%. So business is going very well. We are building a new factory in Yizheng, which is close to Yangzhou, to cope with demand. And I think the biggest challenge for us now at the moment actually is getting parts.
I was just thinking that, yes.
Getting components. So this has been, I think, a challenge for everyone. Increased raw material prices. This is all made out of steel and aluminum and copper and brass, and all these prices increased significantly. So we're dealing with this.
Are you affected by the chip crisis as well, or less there?
Part of our products, the gear motors don't need it, but the frequency inverters that we produce need chips. And we've been doing okay until maybe 3 months ago. And yeah, lead time have become longer. And I think the main challenge is the sudden change in supply. So we are informed a week in advance and say, oh, your deliveries for next week, by the way, will come in 2 months. So yeah, that's been a bit of a headache, to be honest.
Okay. So talking a little bit about the exhibition here, this is the first day.
Yeah.
How is your impression? Is there? I assume that you've been here already before. How is the visitors' performance compared to last year? Compared to your expectations?
Last year was a very good year, I have to say, surprisingly. But last year was really, really good. This year, I would say, at least the first day, it's still okay, but a little bit more quiet, maybe. Okay. I guess because of the additional requirements that have just been published last week. Maybe, yeah. Everybody has to do the COVID tests, and it's not so easy to get in now. Another wave is maybe coming here. But generally, very positive. CeMAT has been one of the, if not the most important exhibition for us in the last 4 or 5 years here. Simply because the quality of the exhibitors and visitors is very high, and you have less, how do I put this, less tourists and more focused visitors who really know what they're talking about. And they're coming here because they work in this industry and they have demand for what we do, other than maybe a more general exhibition.
Less people to collect gifts.
Yeah.
Somehow.
That's one way to put it.
Okay. I heard from other exhibitors that they also said it's maybe less visitors, but that the ones coming here are more interested.
Yeah, that's for sure. The ones coming here are really willing to go jump through some hoops to make it here. So yes, I would say most of the visitors we have talked to today are very high quality, and we get a chance to meet, owners and general managers and CEOs, and the quality of the visitors is good. That's for sure.
We are all getting used to all these security safety measures.
Yeah.
How do you think the exhibition here managed that? I mean, we had to show like several tests and vaccination and whatsoever, but I think it was still quite smooth to come in here.
Yeah, I think we had to go through 3 or 4 barriers.
Yes. Yeah.
Show different codes and the PCR tests, and I think they're doing well. I mean, you asked me about the COVID, how it changed our life here. I think also personally, life has been quite the same as it used to be. Yes, you have to show codes, and yes, you have some masks requirements, but life has been good in China, to be honest. If I compare this to my family in Europe and colleagues abroad, maybe. And I think, yes, the exhibition has done well. And I do feel safe, and I think most other people do. That's why they all come.
You still have a few days here.
Exactly.
Finding
yeah. Having a foreign passport, of course, always brings its challenges. Sometimes there might be one extra check, maybe, but overall, I think, yeah, very well done.
But I feel sometimes it also can be an advantage. I was just thinking maybe the biggest change to pre-Corona times was never forget your mobile phone when you go out. Yeah. Otherwise, you're really lost.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Stefan, thank you very much. It was really interesting talking to you.
Thank you very much.
I wish you success on the exhibition here.
Thank you very much.
Many new customers, and then I hope I can also see you next year for the next year online guided tour we do here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good luck with your interviews.
Thank you.